Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday, or whenever you're watching this. Um, I wanted to jump on here and make a little video that's been inspired by my involvement in the Ink Magazine Cover Girl competition. So, as many of you may know, and maybe you don't know, over the last couple of months, I've been partaking in a competition that's based solely on your votes to bring me up in the rankings to move forward. And there's been so many different rounds of voting. And anyway, we're in the quarterfinals now, and I was holding strong at first for probably half the week, which I'm friggin' stoked about. But just lately dropped into fourth place. Anyway, this video is definitely, it's a little bit of, encouragement to get you to drop some votes for me. But primarily, I've just been feeling lately, and I think it's all, related to many different things in my life. But of course, being involved in this competition, it's got me thinking more about my tattoos and about what they mean to me and the story behind them all. And like the thing is, guys, I've been getting tattooed since I was 17 years old, and I'm gonna be 39 in like a week. And it's just so much a part of my life that a lot of times I don't even think about it anymore. I don't notice them on me much anymore. And just, yeah, being involved in this competition has got me rekindling this relationship that I have with not just the aesthetic portion of my tattoos, but like what my tattoos have done for me, like internally. So I thought maybe start doing a little series of videos of sharing a little bit more of my story about that. And funny thing too, I wanted to mention that I've been thinking about this for over a week now and feeling like excited and inspired to do it and just haven't done it. And I keep feeling this like resistance, this fear. And like I've been making videos and like posting lives and that sort of thing for a couple of years now, and I've mostly pushed through the fear and the anxiety that I felt about posting videos. But for this one, some reason, I felt that, this like raised heartbeat again. Like I had to take a moment and just breathe and pray a little bit before I came on here to record this. And I'm like, wow, what's that about? But I'm all about leaning into my fears, leaning into the things that make me uncomfortable because I've experienced in my life that those are the things that are going to help me to grow. It's uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. And maybe there's an insecurity in me about that. Or maybe there's something about what I'm sharing or what I'm talking about that's going to inspire and help other people, and there's something in me that doesn't want to share that, some kind of darkness or what have you. Either way, I'm glad I finally pushed through. Like I said, I just got home from the gym. My hair's a friggin' mess. But I was like, I need to do this now while I'm still feeling inspired. So you didn't get showered me, but that'll come after. Anyway, I wanted to start my story with my very first tattoo. And I was gonna show this on video, but it's on my back, my lower back area. I was trying to figure out earlier, how the fuck do I hold this thing over, and it's just horrible quality. You couldn't see it. So I've taken a picture of it, and I'm just going to share it with this post. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story about this tattoo. So I got this tattoo, or the center of it. So what the tattoo is, it's a big flower, which I originally thought was an orchid. I don't know now what it is. It's a random flower. It's about this big in the center of my lower back. And then when I turned 18, I ran out right away and was like, I need more tattoos. And I got this like tribal sort of black and green stuff added to it. And I didn't even, I don't know, I drew it up. I don't even really like it, but I just needed more tattoos. But the flower itself, so I was 17 years old, and my mom, my dad, and my sister and I all went and got these like family tattoos together. And so my dad got this lion, I don't know, probably about this big on his upper arm. Not sure which one. And it had these 3 flowers down the side of it. And he said, that makes me think of you girls, you're my 3 flowers. So he got the lion, which is fitting because he's a Leo. And my mom, my sister, and I as the 3 flowers. And then my mom and my sister and I all went out. First, we got our tattoos. I think that's how it went. It was a long time ago. We got our 3 flower tattoos. And then we showed him when we got them done. and showed him this image that he had been looking at and said, well, we're going to pay for this tattoo for your birthday or for Father's Day or something like that. So it's our family tie. It's a tattoo that it's super faded. It used to be bright pink. Now you can't really see any color in it at all. If you look in the picture, like you can see like kind of the top of it is really like scarry and raised up. And in some of the tribal, it's like scarred. It's old and, and still beautiful to me. It's something that I'll probably never cover up, maybe rework because the color's fallen out of it. But I have to tell you, like, I was so fucking pumped when I got that tattoo. Like, it made me feel like such a badass. I was like the first one of all of my friends to get tattooed. And, you know, I was doing what you're not supposed to do, peeling off my bandage and showing everybody. And it was like all week long when I went to school, everybody's like, let's see your tattoo, let's see your tattoo. And it was my first real taste of, I mean, I shouldn't say my first taste because I had been getting pierced already for many, many years. But it was my first taste of this more artistic, like a drawing type, the tattoo body modification, that made me really fall in love with my body. Like, before I got this tattoo, if somebody had asked me, like, let me take a look at your lower back, you know, like me hike up my shirt, and show them my lower back, like, no. Like, I don't show you my love handles and my stretch marks and all that shit. Like, no fucking way. But once I had this tattoo, like, I didn't think twice about it. It was like, yeah, man, take a look. So for me, like, that was just step one in my journey of getting tattooed. Obviously, if you know me, like, I'm covered now. They're all over the place. Not totally covered. I got some room left. But as you may notice in the picture too, my back, after getting that first 1 and 2 tattoos, is basically completely clear, because I realized after the fact of getting that one and then the second one, like, man, I can't see these, like, ever. I don't get to enjoy them. And not to mention, the lower back hurts like a motherfucker. So I decided, like, I'm done getting my back tattooed for now. I'll wait until the rest of me is totally full and I have no more room, and then I'll deal with that shit. So that's what I've done throughout the years. Yeah, what else can I tell you? I mean, my history about wanting tattoos, I always knew I would have one. I can't remember how young I was. I guess when I first started really getting into tattoos, I was a teenager, but even as a kid, I saw, like, my mom and dad each had a little rose tattooed on their chest. And my uncle was in the Navy and he had tattoos on his forearms. And I don't know, somehow I just thought that, like, every adult had a tattoo. You just couldn't see it. It was like something you went and got done when you turned 18, just like going to the bar or whatever, drinking coffee. Like, when you were an adult, you just did that. So I always knew I would get one and that I would have one. I didn't really realize it would turn into, like, just being covered and turn into a career and an intense passion for me. But yeah, just never remember a time where I thought, like, nah, that's not for me. It's always been something I've been really, really interested in. Yeah, what more can I tell you? Pain level, lower back, I had mentioned. And maybe this is just because, fair enough, I had this tattoo done when I was 17 and the second one when I was 18. These were my very first tattoos. The flower took 2 hours, and not somehow, everybody fucking lied to me. My mom and my dad and everybody I asked about tattoos. Oh yeah, they don't hurt. That's not true. Like, they really hurt. So I went into this tattoo thinking, like, psh, no big deal, it's not gonna hurt. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, you're having needles, like, jabbed into your skin, you're gonna feel it, but it never crossed my mind that it would be a painful experience. And, you know, 17-year-old me, I was, like, hunched up on this table, like, leaning over and just like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. How am I gonna make it through this? And 2 hours later, I was done and I had this tattoo, and you know, you forget about it pretty quick after that, and then you run out and get another one, and it reminds you of how shitty it feels. But ultimately, the pain wasn't enough to keep me away from getting more, obviously. Yeah, that there in a nutshell is the story of my very first tattoo. I've got all kinds of ideas now popping into my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I should talk about this and talk about this and talk about this. But I see this video is already pretty lengthy. We're coming up on 10 minutes here. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm also going to post a link either on this video or in the comments down below to my Inked magazine CoverGirl competition profile. So if you feel so inclined, you can hop on there and vote for me. You always get one vote for free, and you can purchase votes. I'm in no way encouraging people to do that, but if you feel the need, I mean, I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, voting ends in a couple of days. I have to be first in the quarterfinalist group to move forward into the semifinals. So if I don't get first, this is the end of the road for me. But end of the road for me in this competition. The beginning of a new road that somehow, you know, being part of this competition has opened up in me. So I'm super grateful for all that I've learned so far, the participation of my community. It blows my mind, you guys. Like, I go to the grocery store and people are like, I'm voting for you every day, like at the gym, and like clients of mine, and like, it just warms my heart that y'all like are supporting me and encouraging me. Like, it really means a lot to me. I have such a beautiful community of friends and family and just peers in Sussex here, and I love you guys, and I'm really grateful to be a part of this community. So thank you all. And yeah, also I want to keep these videos rolling. I have a couple more ideas of things I want to talk about. I really like to talk. So if you're interested, if you're one of those people who likes to hear me talk, awesome. Keep following. I'm going to post this on my YouTube page. I'm going to post it on my personal Facebook and on my business Facebook. And yeah, follow my YouTube, follow my business page, Sacred Heart Sussex, and follow me personally if you're not already. And yeah, I'll keep these videos rolling. If you have any questions, anything you want to know about me, I mean, personally, sure, I'm kind of an open book. I'll pretty well tell you whatever you want to know. But more primarily about like tattoos and the tattoo industry and about my job as a tattoo artist. Just whatever you want to know. Anything you want me to rant about for 10 or 15 minutes, yeah, ask away. And, you know, if you love this video, like it, share it, tell your friends, and be sure to have a fantastic day. Much love, guys. Bye.